Hello everyone, welcome to the online Node.js programming tutorial series from W3 Grads. This is the second part of Node.js file system lecture, where I will be telling you guys how to write to a file, and delete a file. So, let's get started. Node.js FS module also includes function to write content into the file. You can use the write file function to write data to the file. If file already exists, then it overwrites the existing content, otherwise it creates a new file and writes data into it. The method signature of the write file method is shown here. You can see that it takes the first parameter as the file name. Here, you need to specify the full path and the name of the file as a string. The second one is the data, where you need to specify what content is to be written into the file. The options parameter can be an object, or string, which can include encoding, mode, and flag. The default encoding is UTF-8, and default flag is R. The last parameter is the callback. Here, you need to define a function with two parameters AIR and FD. This will get called when write operation completes. Now, let me show you an example where I am going to create a file named test.txt, and write hello world into it asynchronously. I already have my Sublime text editor open, and I have already created a file named writefile.js. Now, I will start by creating a variable named fs, and set it equal to the require function, and pass fs as a parameter wrapped in single quotes. In the next line, I will use this fs variable, and call the write file method. Here, I want to create a file with name test.txt, so I will specify the file name as test.txt as a first parameter. Then, I will provide a second parameter as hello world, which is the content that I want to write into this text.txt file. In the third parameter, I will define a function with an AIR parameter. Within this function body, I will include an if statement with AIR parameter as an expression under test. Then, within the if block, I will write console.log, and pass the AIR parameter. Outside this if block, I will add an else block, and within it, I will include another console.log statement, and pass a literal string wrapped in single quotes as write operation complete. Then, I will save the program, and it is all set to be executed. So, I will go to my command prompt window, where I have already changed the working directory to test folder in the C drive. I will simply write node space write file.js, and press enter. Immediately, you can see the message, write operation complete, displayed on the console. Now, in order to verify that a file named test.txt is created in the test folder in C drive, I will go to my C drive, and then I will click on the test folder. Here, you can see a file created with name test.txt. I will double-click on the text file to open it. The text file will open in Notepad with hello world written in it. So, this is how you can create a file in Node.js, and write content into it. In the same way, you can use the fs.append file method to append the content to an existing file. Let me show you how. So, I will only make a slight change in the existing code. I will replace the write file method with append file. Then, I will go inside the else block, and in the console.log statement, I will replace write with append. Then I will again save the program. Now, I will go back to my command prompt and type node write file.js, and press enter. This time, you will see the message as append operation complete, displayed on the console. To verify the append operation, I will again go back to my test.txt file. Here, you can see another hello world appended with the existing one. In this way, you can also append the content to an existing file. Now, apart from using the write file and append file methods, you can also open a file for reading or writing using the open method of the FS module. The signature of the open method is shown here. Here, the path parameter denotes the full path of the file with file name as a string. The flag parameter denotes the flags to perform the operation. The mode denotes the mode for read, write, or read-write. The callback denotes a function with two parameters AIR and FD. This function will get called when the file open operation completes. Let us look at the various flags which can be used in read-write operation. The first flag is the R flag for opening a file for reading. It results in an exception if the file does not exist. The next one is the R+ for opening a file for reading and writing. It also results in an exception if the file does not exist. The RS flag is for opening a file for reading in asynchronous mode. The rs plus flag is for opening a file for reading and writing, and telling the OS to open it synchronously. The w flag is for opening the file for writing. A file is created if it does not exist, otherwise truncated if it exists. The wx flag is same as w flag. However, it fails if the path exists. The w plus flag is for opening a file for reading and writing. The file is created if does not exist, otherwise truncated, if it exists. The wx plus flag is also same as w plus flag, except that it fails if the path exists. The a flag is for opening the file for appending. The file is created if it does not exist. The ax flag is same as the a flag. However, it fails if the path exists. The a plus flag is for opening a file for both reading and appending. The file is created if does not exist. The ax plus flag is again same as a plus flag. However, it fails if the path exists. Now that we have looked at the different flags, let's proceed further to our last file operation, which is deleting a file. You can delete an existing file by using the unlink method. The signature for unlink method is shown here. The path parameter denotes the file name along with the full path as a string. The callback parameter is a function which gets called when the delete operation is complete. Let me show the example for this as well. I will go back to my Sublime text editor, where I have already created another file named deletefile.js. Here, I will straightaway write var fs equal to require, and pass fs in single quotes. Then in the next line, I will use the fs variable and call the unlink method. I will provide the first argument as the file name, which is test.txt, and in the second argument, I will define a function. Then within the function body, I will include a console.log statement, and add a literal string, delete operation complete. I will save the code now. Then I will go back to my command prompt, and type node.deletefile.js, and press enter. This time the message will be displayed as delete operation complete. To verify this, I will go to the test folder in the C drive. Here, you can notice that the file with name test.txt no longer exists. This means that the file is deleted. Therefore, in this way, you can delete any file in Node.js. While dealing with the fs module, it is also important to know about the different methods that are included in the fs module. So, let's quickly look at each of them. The table shows all the methods of the fs module. The fs.readFile method is for reading the content of an existing file. The fs.writeFile method helps in writing the content to a file. If the file exists, then it overwrites the content, otherwise, it creates a new file. The fs.open method opens a file for reading and writing. The fs.rename method renames the existing file. The fs.chown method is for asynchronous chown. Then we have fs.stat, which returns the fs.stat object which includes important file statistics. The next one is the fs.link, which links the file asynchronously. Also, the fs.symlink method helps in asynchronous symlink. The fs.rmdir method is for renaming an existing directory. The fs.mkdir method creates a new directory. Then, we have the readdir method which reads the content of the specified directory. The fs.utimes method changes the timestamp of the file. The fs.exists method determines whether the specified file exists or not. The fs.access method tests a user's permission for the specified file. Then we have the last one, which is fs.appendFile method, which appends the new content to an existing file. So, these are the various methods included in the fs module, which are useful in performing different file operations. With this, I will conclude the video. I hope you have understood the file operations well. So, keep learning, and I will see you next time. Until then, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon for more interesting uploads. Thank you for watching the video.